I don't even know where to begin with the story. But here we go. All right, so we started off the year with a bang. I was scouting about every other night, getting out there. I was doing my best to find one deer in particular, and it was the big 12 from the year prior, and we ended up finding him, and he was just almost impossible to get on once hunting season came around. So I started scouting my same area from the previous year, and there was just no sign of the other big one that I had in there. But then we ended up seeing a couple other good deer that were over 170s, and so we decided to try to make a play on these bucks. And when I say we, is me and my buddy Brad were over there kind of scouting everything out, and we were checking the areas out last year where he shot that 229, and there were some good bucks over there again. But fast forward into the season, we ended up finding some other pretty good deer in the area again, and there was this big giant 8-point that I mean, he had to be pushing the mid to high 160s, maybe touching 170s. He was just an absolute freak, and we just didn't see him. We saw him in the summer, and then after that we never saw him the whole entire hunting season. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know of anyone who shot him. You would think a buck like that, who was pushing almost record book numbers with the size of him as a typical 8-point, you would think more people would be talking about him if he was shot, but we just didn't hear it, didn't see it. And so we were kind of holding out for this deer the entire year. I was passing up bucks left and right once late October came and November started rolling around. And I had one buck in particular where you'll see here that looking back, I mean, I probably shouldn't have passed him, and I was a little bit crazy for doing it, but I did because I really, really wanted that big 8, or I knew there was another 200-incher around the area, so I was holding out. In hopes, since it was early November, that they would start making their way back into the area once the rut actually started hitting. But again, that just never happened, and this was probably one of the toughest seasons that I've put myself through. And when I say I put myself through it, this was all self-inflicted. I could have easily taken a number of bucks, probably 30 different deer that I had come in, and all would have been great to have on the wall, would have been great to make a memory with them, but I just didn't. And I'm kind of kicking myself now, but looking back at the buck, he was definitely mid 160s. He may have been touching 170s. I just don't know. He was a little bit on the narrow side, but I passed him up, and he stood broadside to me at about 22 yards for about 3 minutes or so, and I ended up snort wheezing him across the creek to come in too. So I mean, he put on a show. He read the script perfect. He tried to go downwind of me and tried to wind me, couldn't get around me, didn't see anything. So he ended up just standing there broadside and making his way back at about 22 yards, like I said. And I had my bow in my hand, I had the camera on him, and I really contemplated it. But I just didn't take the shot. I probably should have, knowing that a week later, this guy from, I think he was from Wisconsin, ended up shooting him with a crossbow. He didn't kill him that I know of right now, but he called track and dog, and when they were tracking him, they ended up kicking him, and he was chasing a doe actually when they found him. So who knows if he's still alive? He could be, he could not be. He's probably gonna die from infection if he's not already dead. But yeah, just a number of bucks this year that I came across where I definitely could have shot easily. I definitely made this year a very tough year for myself. But you know, I'm not mad about it. It was my last season out at Kansas for God knows how long. I just wanted to make a good one, and I ended up riding out the entire season. And I ended up waiting until about, I think I shot my buck on December 21st, and I ended up bringing the rifle out to do so. And it's the first deer that I've shot with a rifle in a very long time. Very long time. I think it's only my my third buck that I've ever shot with a rifle in my entire life. So to take the rifle out is definitely a pride buster for me. I'm not one who likes to, I guess, make it easier. I say that just because, I mean, you can be 150 yards away from the deer like I was and ended up shooting him, and it's not where you have to get him in that 50 yards or closer. For me, probably more so around 40 yards or closer bubble to end up putting an arrow in him. And to me, it's just not as fun when you don't make it up close and personal with a deer. And to beat the deer in their own home is pretty much the name of the game. So I say this year was a very rough year, but you know, I learned so much from watching countless number of deer, and I really wouldn't trade it for anything. And I guess I have a bunch of trophies in my memories now that I let walk by, that I just didn't choose to take. But yeah, this was a long season, and I'm not gonna bore you guys with all the extra video that I took throughout the season. We'll kind of cut straight to the actual portion of me shooting him. And unfortunately, it was kind of a day where I said the hell with the cameras, and I ended up just going out with just my rifle and myself, and I think I brought a bottle of water. So it was definitely one of those times where I was getting frustrated, and it was definitely taking a toll on me. With the last couple days of rifle season, I really just wanted to end it, and I know my wife really wanted me to end the season too. So got lucky, went out there, and ended up shooting a really old buck. So hope y'all enjoy it. I cannot put into words how rough this season has been. And I finally just got it done. I'm literally gonna freaking cry, man. I missed him at 200 yards. and for some reason they came closer, and I ended up shooting him at about 100 yards, and I saw the doe come up and then spook and get run off, and I didn't see him go anywhere, and he's right here. I'm shaking so bad. I don't even know what to say right now. Nope. I don't. Just blessed. Thank you, God. So I know it wasn't much to go off of at all, but I just had to tell the story, and it was just such an interesting hunting season for my last year out of Kansas. For again, I don't know how long, whether or not I'm gonna be able to go out this year or not, I'm not sure, but I just had to get this out and share with you my experience. This is pretty much all the footage I got with this buck, because it was just such an emotional roller coaster. I made my calls to all my buddies, and they all came out and helped. They helped me recover him and get him out of there, and luckily we were able to drive the truck all the way out to him, basically, so we didn't have to drag him very far. But it was just an emotional day. So with that being said, again, for those of y'all who stuck through this and listened to me ramble on about it, it was just an amazing hunting season. Lots of memories, lots of close calls, lots of shoulda, coulda, wouldas. But again, you just can't change the past, and I'm super excited to know that I shot a 7.5-year-old buck. That is an old deer. I don't really care where you are. A 7.5-year-old buck is a very old deer. He was on the decline, and as you could tell, I mean, his rack was nothing. He ended up scoring, I think, like 122 and some change. And you know what? I honestly wouldn't trade it for the world at this point. I got to stay out there for almost the entirety of the hunting season, which just doesn't happen for me. Usually I'm tagged out the beginning to mid-November, and so this kind of forced me to be out there and see more and try more and experience more, and you know what? It was awesome. But again, thank you to those who stuck through this and were willing to watch my story on my 2024 Kansas buck, and I truly appreciate it. And for all the people who return and continue to watch my videos, again, I really do appreciate y'all, and I couldn't do any of this without y'all. And to me, even though I don't get it all on film sometimes, like this, just being able to go back through the memories and relive these experiences over and over and over again is all I'm here for, and this is the main reason why I started doing this. And yeah, all I can say is thank you. And if you like and subscribe, that's really cool, and it'd mean a lot to me. But I'm looking forward to getting some time and putting out some more footage here soon. We'll get some more content up. So I'm going to really try to grow this channel out as best I can. So if y'all stick through with us and and share with your friends, that'd be awesome. And I mean, this is why we do it. And as cliche as it is, I do hunt because I'm hungry, and I live off this, and my freezer downstairs is completely jam-packed full of elk and deer and ducks and geese, and like, this is just what I do. So to say it again, I hunt because I'm hungry. And thank y'all for watching. Look forward to sharing upcoming videos with y'all again.